The movie opens in a gym where MMA fighter Octavio Bergman is training for an upcoming match. That day also happens to be his daughter Leonie's birthday, and he has written her a letter. As he trains alongside other fighters, his manager and friend Paul arrives. Octavio asks about the fight's start time since he needs to make it to his daughter's birthday party, but delays make him worry that he'll be late. He calls Leonie, assuring her that he'll come right after the match before hanging up. Along with Paul and his trainer Kima, Octavio heads to Nick's arena, where the fight will take place. At the arena, they are greeted by Chino Wrinkler and his brother. Chino shows his respect to Octavio, but their interaction is interrupted when Octavio's opponent, Bino, emerges from his waiting room, taunting him. This fuels Octavio's determination to win. As he prepares in his waiting room, he receives a call from his ex-girlfriend and Leonie's mother, Mina. She scolds him for making promises to their daughter that he never keeps. The argument stresses Octavio, making him eager to finish the fight quickly. Just as the match is about to start, Mina's lawyer, David, calls, informing Octavio that Mina is filing for full custody of Leonie. Mina then takes over the call, angrily accusing Octavio of neglecting their daughter, who has refused to eat because she is waiting for the cake he promised to bring. Mina gives him an ultimatum: if he doesn't arrive within the next hour, he will lose his right to see Leonie. Desperate to keep his daughter in his life, Octavio abandons the fight and runs from the arena, unaware that his actions have made him a target. Chino Wrinkler and his men witness Octavio fleeing and chase after him. With traffic making taxis useless, Octavio attempts to escape on foot, but Chino's men eventually corner and overpower him, knocking him unconscious. They plan to take him back to the arena, but Octavio regains consciousness, fights back, and escapes. He soon receives calls from his confused parents, who have just learned that Mina has uninvited them from Leonie's party, followed by a call from Paul, who reveals that the fight was rigged. Powerful figures had placed bets on Octavio winning, and his sudden disappearance has angered them, putting him in even greater danger. Seeking refuge, Octavio returns to the gym, where he meets Kima and two fellow fighters, Bruno and Annika. Together, they fend off Chino's men, giving Octavio a chance to hide in the office. Kosa, another fighter, follows him, demanding an explanation. Upon understanding the situation, Kosa agrees to help. As she and the others battle the henchmen, Octavio escapes through a window. Spotting a police car, he tries to get the officers' attention, but they ignore him. As a car nearly hits him, Octavio angrily confronts the police, almost getting arrested in the process. However, before the cops can act, Chino's brother rams their car, giving Octavio an opportunity to escape again. Taking a brief moment to breathe, Octavio calls Mina to apologize for his absence. He then heads to the shop to collect the birthday cake he had ordered for Leonie. There, he meets Kosa, but before they can leave, Chino's brother arrives and smashes the cake. Enraged, Octavio beats him down before exiting. As he leaves, he crosses paths with Bino, who chases after him. Fortunately, a biker named Rico offers him a ride. Octavio accepts, but soon realizes it was a mistake when Rico takes him to a secluded parking lot instead of the subway. There, he is tied up and brought before Dana, the powerful woman who had financed Chino's bet on him. Octavio manages to escape and reaches a subway station, where a young girl helps free him. He calls Leonie, only to be rejected, as she is disappointed in him once again. When he arrives at his next destination, Bino and his men find him. Octavio takes refuge in a nightclub, where he ends up facing Bino in an intense, brutal fight watched by clubgoers. Though Bino proves formidable, Octavio ultimately overpowers him. Exiting the club, he spots Paul, who had been tracking him all along. Realizing that Paul had been helping their enemies locate him, Octavio confronts him. Paul tries to persuade him to return to the arena, but Octavio refuses. His only priority is his daughter. With only 17 minutes left before Leonie's party ends, Octavio makes a quick stop at his parents' house to tend to his wounds. While there, Paul calls again, confessing that rigging the fight was his idea. Octavio realized what was unfolding and told Paul he wouldn't be able to attend Leanie's birthday party. He said he'd be staying at another friend's apartment instead. After ending the call, he questioned whether he still deserved to be a father to Leanie, considering how often he had let her down. However, his father encouraged him, and Octavio ultimately decided to head to Mina's home. He climbed out of his parents' house through the window and checked the time, realizing he only had 10 minutes left.